10 years of sailing around the world and more than a few moments where we were wet, cold, and completely exhausted. That's what brought us here. What if we designed an aluminum catamaran from the ground up? A boat that could go anywhere, withstand almost everything, and do it in style. That simple idea took us down a huge rabbit hole. We talked to almost every brand you've heard of. We studied every design. We worked with multiple architects, and we hit multiple dead ends. And at every fork in the road, we asked ourselves, is this a compromise? Because if it is, we knew we were once again heading in the wrong direction. That unwillingness to compromise became the very foundation of our safety and of our future. And that led us to France, where we finally found the naval architect who shares the same mindset. France is beautiful. It is quaint, old, and very small. You stay in these little places, they're not like North American style, but you've got an amazing view. Come check it out. Go look out there.
Hello from Paris.
So this is a normal Saturday here in Paris. They have everyone out and about. It's just a mingling pot of cultures. What's the deal, Ash?
So this is a real sailing boat, guys, and this is they've been doing this here in the Luxembourg Gardens in Paris for a very long time. And these are handmade boats with real lead on the bottom, and they really sail. You put it in the water and you give it a push with the stick to send it off, and then you must go find it.
Let's go try it.
They didn't have French, so I had to get German. So I thought, it'd be like Nahoa. Send Nahoa on its way. I really wish Bodhi and Willa were here. It'd be so much more fun, but here we go.
There's a reason the French always rank at the top of the scoreboard in offshore sailing, and it's not just luck. It's actually something deeper. And this is the perfect kind of example of it. It's cultural. They grow up with sailing as part of their society. They idolize sailors that have won races, whether it's the Vendée Globe, a French race, a brutal single-handed race around the world, or the Mini Transat, which is a 21-foot high-performance race across the Atlantic, where there's a buildup of knowledge and technology to advance to the bigger races such as the Vendée Globe. In France, these sailors aren't just athletes, they're heroes. And what truly sets France apart is how the system supports them. In France, the best are backed for their entire careers. That stability lets them sharpen their skills, push technology, and it shows. It's no wonder the French naval architects are among the best in the world, constantly innovating to give their athletes that edge. They have schools and academies here for sailing, and they have some of the best talent in the world. And that's why we're here, to tap into all that knowledge, to take some of that knowledge and transfer it into the Nahoa series boat, and build something awesome.
It's a little bit gusty conditions today. The wind's swirling in all directions.
Our boat's right over there. I think it's done a crossing of the pond. It's probably circumnavigated at this point. But they also have some of the biggest boat builders here. They have Lagoon, which builds hundreds of boats per year, Fountain Pajot, Neil, Pogo, Nauditech, Garcia, Outremer. There is so many boat builders here in France, and you really don't get that in other parts of the world. So they have this huge knowledge that's built up over decades and decades.
Oh, we're gonna go through the rain. Oh, we're turning.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Are you gonna have to get in the water, Ashley?
We'll get there. I feel a gust coming.
It's going again.
Our naval architect had mentioned that he had done this with his grandfather. It used to be the people who made the boats with their little carts, but I think it's now moved on to generation. The young woman I've rented this from probably didn't make the boat. It looks old. I think my 30 minutes is almost up. I've had a lot of fun with this. Jardin de Luxembourg, they have these little boats, and it is it is a whole nother thing. I'm really loving it.
As we made our way to one of France's most renowned naval architects, we took a small detour. It goes without saying, the French don't just design beautiful boats. They design everything beautiful, from castles to cultures to abbeys to iron.
No trip would be complete without this feat of architecture, the Eiffel Tower.
And what a stop it was.
I guess the French have architecture in their blood, naval building was, I don't know, it's beautiful here. I'm so grateful that we get to see this again. Now it's about to rain, as you may notice by the bright side dark rain thunder cloud coming. And all the men with the umbrellas have just come out, and I think the price just went up. I might need to go get one.
It is covered quick.
You can pay for him.
I only have 40. For 40? Okay, I pay.
This is the funnest thing I've done so far in Paris. It's a complete état zero here. People are running, gliding.
It's hail!
It's hell!
It's kind of little!
It's a big pellet. That's actually kind of scary.
Honestly, it felt less like bad weather and more like a pilgrimage ending. 3 years of grinding, of setbacks, of silence. And now it was as if the universe itself had drawn the line in the sand. No further. You found what you were meant to find.
It's actually really scary. I'm not gonna.
Ow! It actually hurts really bad. This is the best investment ever. Holy smokes! It hurts. Holy shit! The actual leaves are coming out of the trees, like everything's getting annihilated. People are hunkering down. They're huge.
Look at it, put a hole in my bag. Double up our umbrellas. You're getting nailed on.
I've never been in a hailstorm like this, so it's quickly turning into a wet t-shirt contest. Woo! Like, look at this, it's insane. These are huge pellets coming down, like bigger than BBs. I think they're all soaked. I would have paid 50 bucks, maybe 150 for this umbrella at the height of it. It's lighting up now, but
This is absolutely insane. I like can't explain to you. That is the size of one of those, a large marble, and that is incredible.
I wonder what the price is now. What did you pay?
I paid €40 for 3. Panic.
Look at your umbrella, it's covered in leaves from the trees.
You can still hear the thunder.
This is like a scene out of the horror movie. Oh, your phone. Your phone, your phone. Oh, thank you.
We survived the apocalypse. I've never been afraid in a city with weather before, and we got very lucky, I think, that we got these umbrellas in time. I think it's time to go get changed.
I bought a sweater. It's still dry.
That was crazy, hey?
That was, I don't know, a memorable Eiffel Tower experience.
Well, you look very French, Ben.
Look at this one.
Et voila.
The passports aren't here. They can get wet.
No, they shouldn't get wet.
They're okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to jump quickly back to the boat because this is our life. This is where we work, play, and explore. And out here, we are sweating every single day, whether it's kiting, hiking, diving, or just chasing the kids on the beach. And hydration really matters. And I'm not talking about just water. I'm talking electrolytes. They make a huge difference out here. So we've made Element part of our daily routine out here, and honestly, we've never felt better. There's been a huge difference. More energy, no brain fog, and fewer end-of-day crashes. So what is Element? Well, it's really simple. It's a zero sugar electrolyte drink mix. Just the essentials. You have sodium, magnesium, and potassium in the right ratios. No junk, no food dyes, no weird fillers. So they just updated their sample pack to now include 8 sticks totals, and you get 2 each of their most popular flavors. You get citrus salt, raspberry salt, watermelon salt, and orange salt. We have all the sample packs right here, and we use them daily. Now, if you're sweating like we are, or just a little bit each day, this stuff really works. You literally just take the sample pack, rip off the top, dump it in, and mix it up. You can grab your free 8-count sample pack with any purchase at drinkelement.com/Nahoa. Again, that's drink, DRINKLMNT/Nahoa, NAHOA. Totally risk-free and worth trying. Okay, back to the video and to France. As we made our way out of Paris, the city felt like a disaster zone. Leaves plastered on the streets, drains clogged, hail piled up like snow. Ubers were gone, the metro flooded, the only way forward was on foot. And forward to us meant leaving Paris behind, to head west to Nantes, the home of our naval architect. You excited, Ash?
Of course I'm excited.
We're about to go to our naval architect's office here in Nantes. Nantes?
Do not say that.
They have letters here that they don't pronounce, so I'm still working through that.
I'm pretty sure that you do in English as well.
I just don't know what letters not to pronounce here in France. Anyways, we're gonna have a big meeting with our naval architect today, meet his team, and work through kind of the final conceptual ideas of this design. It's gonna be a really big, exciting day for us.
I can't wait. Let's go.
And that right there is Pierre, one of the most humble, jovial, yet hardworking French naval architects you'll ever meet. When we first stepped into Pierre Delion's office, it felt like walking into a living history of naval architecture. There were motorboats, fishing vessels, sailing yachts, and then, of course, the Garcia Explocat, his creation. But even before that catamaran ever reached the market, Pierre had already designed an earlier aluminum multi-hull. In many ways, Pierre has had his hand in shaping how the world sees aluminum boats. It was this moment we knew we were in the right place, with someone whose work had already shaped the world we wanted to step into. And this is for the French Navy?
Yes, not Navy exactly, but gendarme is a kind of water police.
Pierre wasn't just another architect, he was the right partner to bring the Nahoa series to life.
Between 2 stairs, the roof, all the winches, the stairs, and 2 seatings.
What followed were days of intense meetings, hours spent debating the smallest of details and tackling the biggest features that would shape the entire design. Right there, you can see Pierre and his team, Todd Rickard, who will be the build manager, and us just behind the camera. Nothing great ever comes out of a vacuum, but this sort of collaboration with all the stakeholders involved, bouncing ideas, challenging assumptions, this feels right. It feels like we're finally on the right path.
Actually, we pull the dinghy in here.
Yes, exactly.
And we get on and off like this, not from this side. You get on and off the dock from this side, but on and off the dinghy from this side. I think it should be...
Okay, but it could be increased like this. Can be increased.
Here in Nantes, this is a place that cannot be missed. And do you see how good that looks? Don't miss it.
When in France, do as the French. Have some white wine for lunch.
With fish.
With fish.
Red wine if it's not fish.
So we've been here for 2 big days where we've discussed everything from the general layout, how we're solving the forward cockpit, to like the finer details of weights such as finishes, glazing, teak deck, cork decking. There's so much going on, but this next stage allows us to actually get inside the boat and see what it actually looks like. The past designs, what we've done, we've actually measured it out, then taped it out on our boat while we were living on the Hoa 1.0, and then thought, okay, that's a little too small, or usually too small.
To get the feeling.
To get the feeling of everything. So now we're gonna put on these VR goggles to go inside the boat. I guess we can go on the outside too. Okay, first time using VR.
Really?
Yeah. I'm losing my virginity. Okay.
Have a good trip.
So I only have to
You will see them.
have a good trip.
You can put them and you will see the sandals in the VR.
But I only use a joystick on these, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm looking aft. Nice. Whoa, I'm at the helm. Whoa. Now, sail. Okay, winches, steering wheel. I can't touch it. So, if you need to change the seal on the shaft, that water is contained in that compartment of the engine. Cabin, it's inside the cabin. Can I go to the toilet?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I can see the front of the boat. I can see the aft corners of the boat. Wow, this is genius. You gotta try it. You try it.
With your
Yeah.
Yes. You can move.
Oh. See, Pierre, if we put the table here, it would be better.
I don't know
But I do like to lay down right here. You guys, this is incredible. I am standing in my galley. I have a big fridge over here. I can see out. There's 360-degree view. This is amazing. I love it. Light years improvement over our blue tape on the floor bed. Yeah, you get a much better feeling.
I must say, this VR thing is very much like a individual experience. Everyone else standing around doesn't know what's going on. Okay, and there's trays under the diesel filters so that it catches everything nicely.
While you're down there, can you fix the?
No. I don't have any tools with me. I can't fix anything.
That's not tool chest.
No, there's no tool chest.
That spot up there will be good potentially for systems. This is heaps of I mean, this is just gobs of space. What I want you to look at when you're in here is, okay, we have the outer hull right here.
Mm-hmm.
The inner hull, you'll see how it comes up a little bit, but then there's a big shelf
Yeah.
where that bump in
Yeah.
and just all the space as that goes forward.
So this could be all open, like the hatch is right here. That's forward.
And picture forward of that hatch, you had standing headroom in this space.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Isn't it? So the engine is just forward of it.
Right. Dude, this is awesome. Oh, I can see the front. Yeah, if I tippy toe.
Watch out.
If I tippy toe, I can see both front corners of the boat. Yeah, I love this watch station. Yeah, we need windows. We need windows that are forward and back and rectangular. You could almost have like three rectangular windows in that cabin top. Okay, who wants to go next?
Me.
Seeing the boat in virtual reality was surreal. For the first time, we could actually step inside our design and walk through it as if it already existed. It's wild, but VR only shows you the picture. To understand the thinking behind it, the why behind every decision, we sat down with Pierre himself. This is where it all comes together. Our ideas, Pierre's experience, and Todd Rickard, the guy who's overseeing the build, guiding the process into reality. So we're here with Pierre Delion. We've had 2 days of pretty intense meetings. This is our 3rd day. What is your background? What have you designed?
First, I love boats and sailing since I'm very young. I start with my father sailing dinghies, and after in clubs and in competition. And after I loved design. So design and sailing makes at the end naval architects. And so I was very lucky to start this activity on my own 25 years ago. At the beginning I was alone.
Yeah.
For a long time. And then I built a team
So when we came to Pierre, we had just a Word document that had everything in there, really, from length to how we're outfitting it, what we expect the motoring range to be, to the speed under sail. And from that, Pierre has now taken that and created a hull shape, a layout. They also take all that information and add that into a spreadsheet that has all the weights, because the weight impacts, I'm talking everything else as well, right? Like weight is one of the most important things.
The weight is, for me, is one of the main key of success for a project. As it can be a key of success, it can also be a disaster if we don't take care of this.
But I also think it's partially like the client's fault in a weird way, because they sometimes, like even us as clients, and we had a pretty good idea of what we wanted. Sometimes until you see it on paper, you're like, I didn't mean that, what I said. Like, that wasn't what I meant. Like, I said that, and it was exactly interpreted the way I said it, but I didn't mean it.
Yes, sometimes it's...
Clients are fickle, aren't they?
Yes.
What I didn't ever understand or realize is that it's actually quite messy, the whole, like it's a lot of stuff going on. You have a lot of people working for you. You have draftsmen, you have engineers, you have designers. What else?
Me?
You know, architects. and then you're also talking to suppliers, whether that's a mast supplier or engine supplier, because you have to do the structure and the design based on how the engine sits and how the propeller clearance and the shaft angle, and there's so much that goes on. That's just a huge, I think you said it's a huge responsibility.
Yes. And we cannot work alone.
Yeah, we've had just a fantastic visit these past couple of days, so thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
There you have it, guys. We are so excited for working with Pierre and the caliber and the experience that he brings to the table. Behind the scenes, it's been absolutely insane, both with these two, but also the amount of work that's gone into this, the twists, the turns, the time, the money that has taken us to this point.
Yeah, it's been a crazy journey. It kind of reminds me of when we first set sail. It was a lot of things we didn't expect, didn't know, and had to learn along the way. So I think we've re-experienced that. It definitely has been an adventure of sorts.
Absolutely.
There's been ups and downs along the road, and we're finally landing in the spot where we need to be, and I'm really, really excited.
We're going to reveal a lot more about the design and the fit out and the build location in the upcoming videos. So the next few months are absolutely huge for us. Next year is going to be huge for us. It's been a lot of work leading up to what is publicly going to come out now.
And we are so excited to finally be at this point where we have something to show you. This initial phase is coming to an end, and then we have the build phase.
Yes.
Coming up, which I can't wait.
So stay tuned for lots more videos. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification if you're interested in this. And thank you for following this journey. We set sail 10 years ago, 2015, and I didn't think we'd ever end up making a YouTube channel, let alone coming up with a boat design, let alone building a production series boat. So it's pretty cool how life changes and what journey you end up on. So yeah, thank you for following.
Yeah, we're excited. I can't imagine like the adventures we can have on this new boat. It's so much faster.
Faster, more solid, it's just so better, so much better. Better. High five.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.